Hello everyone, welcome to SimHD Oceanic Procedures tutorial. In this tutorial we will walk you through everything you need to know to make a successful oceanic flight, from flight planning to ATC procedures. As you may know, oceanic flights, you need to get your oceanic clearance while you are flying, and it's totally different from IFR clearance. Also, your flight planning is a little different from your regular flying. You need to plan your flight according to North Atlantic tracks, and you must have your oceanic clearance and your tracks ready for your planning, and you will need to make some preparations in flight planning software or websites. The North Atlantic have what we call NAT tracks or North Atlantic tracks. It changes every 12 hours by the organizations who controls the Atlantic tracking and ATC over the Atlantic Oceans. As we see here, we have the westbound tracks: track uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-ray, Yankee, Zulu. For every track you have entry point and exit point. In this example, we will show you the westbound tracks. For example, here track Whiskey starts with recal and waypoints 53 north and 50 west, 55 north and 40 west, 56 north and 30 west, 56 north and 20 west. The exit points are Beagle and Sofid, and the allowed flight levels in this track is 320, 330, 340, and all the way up to 400. The reason why we have coordinates for the oceanic flights that the winds are changing every hours, maybe 12 hours and or less than that. So we have the people responsible for the Atlantic flights have to change their tracks to make the flights safer and faster. If you see here the winds aloft for the Atlantic oceans, or the Atlantic Ocean, here we have very high speed wind, tailwind. We call it jet stream all over the westbound track. If these winds change, we have to change the Atlantic routing. Skyvector is a very useful site to get information from while you are flying oceanic flights. In oceanic flights, we have to get oceanic clearance and do position reports. The reason why we get oceanic clearance and position reports, the same reason why we don't have airways, besides the weather reason, that when you are flying in normal routing over normal airways and waypoints from waypoint to waypoint, that you are connected with the ATC, and ATC says you in the scopes via secondary radar, and the secondary radar uses VHF communications to exchange the information between the aircraft and the controller. So the VHF frequency have limitations in their range, so it can't reach range beyond 200 nautical miles. So when you are inside oceanic airspace, you are outside radar coverage from any radar station on the ground, so you need to let the controller you need to let the controller know where you are now and where you be next waypoint and the waypoint after that. If we see here the difference between the primary radar and secondary radar, the primary radar is the plane to it is a passive element, so it only reflects the radiation and gives the observer a shape of the flying object on the radar. The difference we use in civil aviation secondary radar, it communicates with the transponder on board the aircraft. The aircraft is an active element to the radar, so it answers the radar station with information, giving it the transponder codes, elevation, altitude, and speed. Here's how the aircraft communicates with the secondary radar. The secondary radar interrogates the aircraft with a frequency of 1030 MHz. The transponder of the aircraft answered at 1090 MHz. So here we have 200 nautical miles, about 370 kilometers of the radar effective area. The ACAO have, of course, some transponder codes for failures and some security threats. So in oceanic flights we have the radio oceanic transatlantic radio operations check sheet. So in this example, the flight we are explaining on today, I did it in the cross pond for vatsim was last week, and I flown from Boston to Hamburg, and I had track whiskey and waypoints of the track whiskey at this time. The entry point was recal and exit point was exit. We were assigned flight level 360. Our speed was Mach decimal 85. I'll get to this later, and now let me show you how to prepare your oceanic flight plan. So here we have route finder. I will leave links in the description of the video. Sorry. Here we have route finder, and we write the departure airport, which is Boston, and the destination airport, which is Hamburg. Flight level 360 and flight level 330. That's not important. Iraq cycle is this one, and let me show you what happens if we don't choose that North Atlantic flight. It will go a long way between the two airports. 6,000 takes you around the world. So that's why we have to choose the NATS or the North Atlantic tracks. Enable and find route. The distance between the two airports is 3,202 nautical miles, and you will see here the coordinates for the oceanic track. NAT track uniform. You can confirm via visiting skyvector. So we have uniform LOMC 55 north 50 west, LOMC 55 north 50 west. So that's correct. Another way of planning your flight is using this website. It's onlineflightplanner.org. You can export FMC company route to directly to your FMC if you are using BMDG or Aerosoft. I don't think it has Aerosoft here. Yeah, it has Airbus, Aerosoft Airbus, and that we use the same way we planned our flight. Boston, destination Hamburg, flight level 360. Our aircraft 777-200 units by kilogram. It also gives you fuel calculations, and we make sure that we have NATS enabled and we don't use sets and stars. That will be assigned to you by controller, and create plan. And this is your flight plan from Boston to Hamburg. You can see our route here. I think this website used the whiskey track. You can go to the files and download it here. This is PDF flight plan, and this is a BMG flight plan, and this is a Aerosoft flight plan. Okay, let's use the little advanced way via BFBX. And BFBX, I know that not so many people have subscription for the updated flight service from BFBX, so we use the manual tracks. So we need to get the track message manually from the website. I will show you right now. You just go to Google, NAT track message, and you'll direct you to this website. First search result, and you'll copy this area, copy, and in BFBX we use tracks manual, and in their tracks. You will delete the outdated track. Just so I select all and paste it there. We'll select normal flight. Let's see, Egypt Air 458 from Boston to Hamburg. And also I have my user via Active Sky next. I choose my aircraft, random payload. Also we can show the tracks. Oh, that's a problem. Westbound tracks. Eastbound tracks. Destination alternates, and we find routes. So BFBX choose the vector track, which is in by Italo and started via Nico, and we set our ETOPS. I think Halifax and Keflavik is enough for this flight, and we compute our flight. Release flight, export your flight to your FMC company route and your flight plan for prepare 3D or FSX, whatever you are using, and also we can send it to vatsim. You can file a flight plan directly to vatsim and just enter your vatsim ID and password here and file flight planning. Will find this flight plan when you start your flight. Also we can send it to skyvector. That's our flight plan in skyvector, our departure, our oceanic track, and our arrival into Hamburg, the point of exiting oceanic airspace. So now we know how to get our flight plan ready, how to get information. Now the information we need to make our flight plan, the information we need to know to fly across the Atlantic Ocean. Now we will know how to get ourselves ready for the flight. So you will have this Oceanic Transatlantic Radio Operations check sheet. We will fill it with our information. We need to communicate with the Oceanic Control to get our Oceanic Clearance and then to do our Oceanic Position Report. So in this piece of paper you will find it on the vatsim Cross the Pond website. Here it is, Radio Operations check sheet. You will find it here, and you will find here an example for how to communicate with the Oceanic Controller. Here we set our departure airport, arrival airport, and we write here our net track, which is whiskey in the flight I did in the cross-bound event, and our waypoint 1 by 1, and the flight level assigned to you. Here you set the Mach number you will be flying at, and you set here the first waypoint of your oceanic route, and you will find the estimated time for it in your FMC, and the time you set here, not before or not after. We are not using this at vatsim. The TMI is a time which the track message issued. We will find it in your briefing. And the SILCAL is a tune which is assigned to every aircraft with oceanic flights, or every aircraft has a unique SILCAL code. It's let me show you. The SILCAL code will be like this. Again, you will type it here and write it here, and when it comes to your Oceanic Clearance, you will get it. You will request it SILCAL check from your controller. The same is position report. You write your information here, the waypoint you are reporting, the time you crossed it, and your flight level, your Mach number, and inbound you type the waypoint you are inbound to and the estimated number for it, and next you will write the waypoint you will be inbound to after this waypoint. This example here, I was flying NatRack Whiskey, and the first waypoint was Recal, second waypoint 53 north 50 west, and same here, and flight level 360. I was flying Mach number 85. Expected Recal, which is the first waypoint in your Oceanic Clearance, in your Oceanic airspace, the time crossing, and the TMI number, and the SILCAL, which shows Alpha Echo Bravo Quebec. For the position report, my first position report is the waypoint to enter the Oceanic airspace, what was at time 1442, flight level 360, Mach decimal 85, and the waypoint I am inbound at 53 north 50 west, while that time estimated 1501 Zulu, and the waypoint after that was 54 north 40 west. I will show you that by details in example flight I did in the event, and see you in the flight. Bye bye.
Pakistan 1. Yes, it is your time, Pakistan 1. You, sir, to the contact. And I'm at 3-2. You're closest. So go ahead with your oceanic request.
Kennedy 3-2 is requesting Oceanic Clearance to Amsterdam track wind, which is recall 525 54 40 54 30 54 20 Dogal Brexit flight level 35 to Mark decimal 8 T-6 Delta Fox for Julia. Estimating recall 1434.
So welcome to the sky. As you can see and hear, here we are very busy airspace. We are waiting for our turn to get oceanic clearance. We will try to communicate with oceanic clearance frequency, and we will wait for him to call us back and just listen to the communications between him and the pilots, so to their oceanic clearance, and wait until we get our own
oceanic clearance. Again, Curse KLM 32 to Amsterdam via track whiskey from recall and follow 350 Mach 34. Gander.
From recall flight level 35 for Mach decimal 8.
KLM 32, is that correct? Return to your previous frequency.
Return domestic flight KLM 32.
Egypt Air 458 for oceanic clearance.
Egypt Air 458, Roger, show your Q, break Delta 379, oceanic clearance request.
Delta 379 request, Hamburg, track whiskey, Rico, 5350 north, 5440 north, 5430 north, 5420 north, Dogo, exit, request weapon with 340, 124, expected recall at time 1440.
Delta 379, register, stand by. Delta 379 again there.
Delta 379 go ahead.
Oceanic clearance again there, clears Delta 379 to the Hamburg airport. So I set some coordination on 379 Oceanic clearance work from recall. We pay 3 for your on track whiskey.
To Hamburg via recall, these are the 340 that will 84.
Delta 379, correct, return to previous frequency.
Tango, Pakistan 1, request clearance 62 Ball International.
Hello, young DQ, break, United 63, go ahead with your oceanic clearance request.
And I was just requesting clearance to track whiskey, 550 north, 5440 north, 5430 north, 5430 north, Dogal, Brexit. Level 370, Mach 0.84. I'm expecting recall at 1444.
Request Kennedy, request Eagle International land at Yankee, recall 5350 north, 5440 north.
Stay call, link standby, I'll queue serial number 4, just wait your turn.
What is it?
United 631, live for your clearance. United 60 on Gander.
Roger, United 60 on.
Clearance Gander clears United 61 to Hamburg, Vatsim Whiskey from recall, maintain flight 70, mark decimal 84.
Church Hamburg, red track Whiskey, Golf, maintain flight 370 and then lock point 840, United 60.
United 61, that's correct, sir. And just for your information, you may get a slower Mac en route due to traffic which has a now, but maybe an issue later on. For now, switch back to domestic.
Roger, switch back to domestic, United 60, correct?
No. Yeah, no, Oceanic, Total first on the queue, break Egypt 458, and they're going with your Oceanic Clearance request.
Egypt Air 458 requesting Hamburg International Airport via Natrack Whiskey, recal 53 North 50 West, 54 North 40 West, 54 North 30 West, 54 North 20 West, Bixit, flight level 360 Mach decimal 85, expecting recal 1442 Zulu, TMI 296, Silcal Alpha Echo Bravo Quebec.
Egypt Air 458, Roger, bye. Yeah, 458, Gander.
458, go ahead.
Oceanic Clearance, Gander clears Egypt Air 458 to Hamburg Airport, Patrick Whiskey from recall, 360 Mach decimal 85, Gander.
Egypt Air 458 clear to Hamburg via Natrack Whiskey, recal 360 Mach decimal 85 and Silcal received.
Egypt Air 458, your repack is correct. Return to your previous receipt.
Returning to domestic Egypt Air 458, thank you.
Lufthansa 2738. Yeah, to go back. Roger, Republic, thank you, 2748.
Mountain Center, Egypt Air 458, back with you.
Roger, how long is it offering?
Egypt Air 458.
Egypt Air 458, welcome back. 533 Zulu, 54 North 0200, 54 North 0200, West, thereafter.
Correct, American 195 Heavy.
American 195, fantastic. Next position report over at 03 that with it's going to be with Shenwick on frequency 31.5. Good night.
Roger, 131.55. And your range is 10 minutes from 5.04.
Did you turn 975 for the position reports? Go ahead.
Heavy International 5 report crossing 4 north 40 west at 1455 Zulu, flight level 360 and 82 max speed, expecting 54 north 40 west at 1544 after Dogal.
Each turn 975. Can the request the estimated waypoint after the discussion? What's the next waypoint?
5430 north, 5430.
It's just 975, Roger. Gander copies passing 54 north 04 to west at 14 Zulu, final 30 Mach decimal 82, estimating 54 north 30 west at time 14, question 1544 Zulu, And the waypoint thereafter should not be Dogo, but should be 54 North 020 West.
Oh yes, 5420 North for Z975.
You turn 975, fantastic. Read back correct. Next report will be with Shenwick on frequency 131.55. Good night.
3155, so report for Z975. Thank you, sir.
Oceanic, good evening. Charlie Cargo 5 West and Westfield with Village. Position report. Then cargo 547, confirm.
Reporting Rico, time 1500 steps, 310, Max, decimal 8, and then 5350 north, submitted 5180, and 5440 north thereafter.
Yes. German 547, the overhead time at Rico and the estimated time for 530050, please.
Rico at 50 with Z, and estimated 5350 north at 1518 Z.
German Cargo 547, Gander copies by Rico at time 1500. Federal 310 Mach decimal 80, estimating 530050 west at 15.80, 5040 west thereafter.
That's correct. Jericho 5.
Yes.
And the 379 position report.
Delta 379 position report, go.
Delta 379 reporting 5350 north at time 1500, flight level 340, Mach 0.84, inbound 5440 north, estimated altitude 5430 north next.
Delta 379 Gander copies past 530050 west at time 1504 Valley 40 Mach decimal 84, estimating 540040 west at 155030 west thereafter.
Delta 379 exactly.
Delta 379, call station standby please, 1 second. Delta 379, please next time that you fly the net track, also the first waypoint, Rico, you also need to have the position report ready.
Egypt Air.
Clearance 32, position report. Station link, say again, caution only. KLM 32. KLM 32, my apologies, go ahead, sir.
No problem. Reporting 5350 north at 1454. Flight level 350, Mach decimal 84. Estimated 54 north 40 west at 1533 and 54 north 30 west thereafter.
Gander copies passing 53 north 50 west at time 4 Zulu. Federal 350 decimal 84. Estimate 54 north 040 west at time 1533 Zulu. 54 north 030 west thereafter.
KLM 32, correct.
Egypt Air 458 position report.
DJI 458, stand by shortly, I'll call you back, number 2.
United 1 position report.
United station calling, stand by shortly, 1 second.
And Gander FedEx 2856 Heavy has a position report, understatement number 4 and 9.
FedEx 2856. FedEx 2856, for Mansport Delta, he's just below you, but get along a hold of him. There we go. 2856, you're lead number 3 or number 4, give or take. First, the United 117 for the position report, go ahead.
United 17 reporting 54 North 40 West, time 1500 Zulu, 4370 Mach decimal 81, estimating 54 North 30 West, time 1540 Zulu, and 54 North 20 West thereafter.
United 117, Gander, copies, Boston 54 North 040 West, time 1500 Zulu, Federal 370 Mach decimal 1, estimating 54 North 030, time 140 Zulu, 54 North 020 West, thereafter.
All correct, United 117.
Egypt Air 458 for position report, go ahead.
Egypt Air 458 reporting 53 North 50 West, time 1501 Zulu, flight level 360 Mach decimal 85, inbound 54 North 40 West, estimated 1538 Zulu, 54 North 30 West thereafter.
Egypt Air 58, copies passing 53 North 050 West, time 1501 Zulu, Federal 360 Mach decimal 85, estimating 54 North 040 West, time 138 Zulu, 54 North 030 West, thereafter.
Egypt Air 458 correct.
And then Oceanic Clearance 631 with a position departure.